The minute that you are injured because of somebody else's negligence or fault, you enter a world of paperwork and deadlines. In the law, we call those statutes of limitations. Hi, I'm David McDivitt, a trial lawyer, and in this video, I'm going to explain to you 3 things about statutes of limitations: what a statute of limitation is, why you need to know about it, and how you can protect yourself so that you're not negatively impacted by time running out on you. Number 1, what is a statute of limitation? A statute of limitations is a law that every state has their own that applies to an action, something under the law. It could be criminal and it could be civil, but a statute of limitations is just a piece of the law that carves out how long you have until you need to file that lawsuit. And if you don't do it in time, you're barred, oftentimes forever, from bringing that claim. So it's important that you get your claim filed in time. Every state has different statutes of limitations. So it's important that you speak with a lawyer who's familiar with the statutes that apply in your situation and in your state. Statutes that apply in one state may not be the same as another state. And keep in mind, because the action happened in one state doesn't mean that a lawsuit couldn't be brought in another state. Those are jurisdictional issues, venue issues. We'll talk about that in a different video. But for this, it's just important for you to know that those statutes are typically running the minute you get hurt, the minute that what they call a cause of action starts or accrues. Sometimes these statutes apply before you even know you've been hurt. What do I mean by that? Well, sometimes you've been injured, but that injury doesn't manifest itself until sometime later. Different states might have different statutes that determine when that clock starts to run. Does the clock start to run the day that you were actually injured, or the date that you discovered that you were injured? So how does a statute of limitations apply in my personal injury case? Different claims have different statutes of limitations. If you were injured in a car crash, for example, you might have one statute of limitations. Were you injured in a business when something fell on you or you slipped on some water? Different statute of limitation. And also, there are statutes within statutes. Every state has provisions that dictate when you need to file a lawsuit, depending on, frankly, what kind of claim it is, but also who the claim is against. So for example, law enforcement officers. In some states, the claim has to be filed within a much shorter period of time if you're claiming that somebody in law enforcement, actively employed in law enforcement and on duty, is the reason for your injuries. Your case is unique. So it's really important you speak with a lawyer who helps understand what kind of case that you have, what types of claims that you have, and who those claims are against. Because every one of those factors can dictate what kind of statute of limitations applies. Number 3, how to make sure that your case isn't negatively impacted because of a statute of limitations. One of the primary things that you need to do whenever you're injured due to somebody else's negligence is speak with a lawyer. Not only will they help you build up the case and ultimately try to get money for you, but they're going to be very aware of when you need to actually file a lawsuit. So making a claim can mean one thing. Filing a lawsuit certainly has a very discrete meaning. So how do you make sure that you are not impacted, that your case isn't thrown out of court because of a statute of limitation? Well, speak to a lawyer who's experienced in the kind of case that you have. Now, you may not know exactly what kind of case you have, but you generally know how you were injured. Not only do you want to make sure that that lawyer practices that type of case, but that they're versed. That means that they understand what kinds of rules and regulations and laws apply in the state in which you were injured. Because guess what? The statute of limitations in Arizona is different from a statute of limitations in Wyoming, is different from a statute of limitations in New York. You get where I'm going with this? Every state has a different statute of limitations. This is what makes the law so complicated and why it's important you have a lawyer who knows what they're doing, especially when it comes to statutes of limitations. We call it a blown statute of limitations when a lawyer does not file a claim in time. What does that mean? Well, it means a lawsuit is filed, but it's after the timeline has run out for that client. That's a really big issue, and frankly, it's one way that attorneys can get into trouble. So it's important that you have a lawyer who understands the statutes that apply in your situation. I don't mean just the type of case that you have, but where your case takes place. When we talk about making a claim in an injury case, that typically involves putting an insurance carrier on notice that you were injured and you believe it was the fault of one of their insureds. That is not necessarily the same as filing a lawsuit. Now, that lawsuit could be the first time that that insurance company is put on notice, but typically those are 2 separate things. Filing a claim with an insurance company does not satisfy the rules and regulations of statutes of limitations. If that timeline is starting to run toward the very end of the clock, tick, 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 your lawyer is going to need to file a lawsuit to preserve your claim. Sometimes a lawsuit is filed early on and it's designed to make sure that you have access to discovery. You can get information from the other side that's going to be very critical to building up your case. Sometimes you and your lawyer will wait to file your lawsuit until, I don't want to say the last minute, that's always really dangerous, but toward the end of that statute running. Why? Well, it gives you more time to build up your case before you have to go through all the procedural steps of a case that's in litigation. Now, the one dangerous thing about waiting too long to file a lawsuit, while you may think that you're preserving the main statute of limitation that applies in that case, don't put it past defense attorneys to try to find a way to say that you blew or that you were too late for a statute that they feel applies more directly to your case. Now, a good lawyer is going to understand what those possible claims are and make sure that your case is filed before the earliest statute would run. Or in the case of putting a governmental entity on notice, and again, depends on the state, making sure that the proper paperwork is filed with that governmental entity. Sounds complicated? It is, and that's why it's really important that you speak to a lawyer as soon as you can after you've been injured, so if nothing else, you can understand what statutes may dictate the timeline of filing that lawsuit to make sure that you do not lose your right to file that lawsuit forever. Look, it's all very complicated. Please make sure you don't miss your deadlines. Any questions? Speak to a lawyer. Thanks for watching, and as we say in the YouTube business, please like and subscribe.